Hello, collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Intuitive Tarot. This message is for Aries. So we'll pull a few cards, do 3 at the most, and get a message out. So it could be cross-watching for Aries. It could be low vibrational, high vibrational. So take out and resonate. This could be past, present, or future energy. This could be clarity or validation for a lot of you Aries. So this could be something that may have already transpired. This could be something currently going on. There could be things unbeknownst to you. Make sure you counsel with your spirit team on whatever part that is. And this could be something moving forward that, you or someone in your energy is dealing with, okay? So let's go ahead and get a few cards and see what the message is, Aries, all right? Messages for Aries. Messages for Aries. Give me 3 cards on Aries. Messages for Aries. What's going on with Aries? Messages for Aries. First card out, pay attention to angel numbers. Pay attention to angel numbers. Next card, soulmate. Knowing I still care makes her even more jealous of you. That's your 3 cards, Aries. But pay attention to angel numbers, because that could be important, like when it comes to your spirit team, your guides, your angelic angels could be trying to communicate with you, especially your ancestors of the brightest white light that have ascended into heaven. But this could be, also, a time for you to be in alignment with your soulmate at this time. Clarify, pay attention to angel numbers. What do they need to see? 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. Could be ending a cycle right now. You could be, have ended or closing out something right now, or somebody your soulmate is. Be something somebody's currently going through, or something that's already happened. So this could have been an ending that may have, ended in betrayal, or this is some type of ruin, like failure, at something. You got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, somebody walking away from something. They ended something, ending a cycle, closing out a cycle. You got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck with the Queen of Wands. Yeah, with the Ace of Pentacles. And somebody getting clarity in a situation now when it comes to them having some type of aha moment. You know what I'm saying? Like finding the truth in a situation with the Moon in reverse. Clarify, paying attention to angel numbers. What do they need to see? Pay attention to angel numbers. Yeah, something could have ended in like this betrayal, or something that ended. It may have been something, that ended like in a disagreement, when it comes to this, somebody being dishonest. You know what I'm saying? 7 of Swords. Like somebody deceptive. Somebody being very strategic. At the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, this victory. Like there's a lot of communication going on, like, so pay attention to angel numbers, because this communication could be signifying like something, like somebody trying to tell somebody something, like knowing, like something is over. What about the Ten of Swords with the Seven of Swords? Because somebody like being deceptive, or this is about, something that may be hidden, or, signs and numbers could be, giving you some type of clarity on, like, if something is not, somebody is not being truthful, or, like, pay attention to communication, because there's some communication going on. What's the Ten of Wands with the the Ten of Swords with the Seven of Swords? What's the Ten of Swords? You got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Like somebody, may come off, and this Knight of Wands in reverse, it could be somebody, that could be a feminine, don't have to be a masculine energy as it appears on the card. But I feel like, when it comes to somebody lacking that self-discipline, it's like somebody, dealing with a lot of restlessness. You know what I'm saying? Like if they can't come in, this is somebody that lacks passion. You know what I'm saying? Very reckless, very, very superficial. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to somebody actually, being focused and confident and fearless, like this is, that in reverse. Like this is somebody that doesn't have that self-discipline. Like they're very passive, very frustrated. When it comes to whatever action they want to take and they can't. You know what I'm saying? Whatever expression, whatever action they can't take, like somebody frustrated with that. Cocky even. Somebody can be very forceful, when they like that, and it's one of them situations where somebody may not, they don't have the control they used to have, and somebody, it's like a bull in a Chinaman shop. Like they coming through, wrecking shit, like they done, like somebody just reckless, like somebody, may have been, I want to say somebody caught something. Or somebody, don't have the passion for somebody no more. Like somebody now, just put it like this, like somebody at this point, like is being treated very harshly. You know what I'm saying? Like they not, their heart chakra is closed. Like somebody done closed their heart to somebody. You know what I'm saying? So this betrayal could have been something that somebody found out, that, may have caused somebody to be found out. Like somebody got exposed. But I feel like whatever it was that they did, it was like some dishonesty that caught up with somebody. Like the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. A healer, a tower. Yeah, it's like somebody being made aware and they under judgment. But I feel like, it's somebody that was refusing to like come clean or be honest about something. Being sneaky and deceptive, you know what I'm saying? Like doing shit behind the scenes, indirect communication line, like trying to project, or trying to reverse psychology shit. But like with this Knight of Wands in reverse, like this is somebody that will, try what they can. You got those that'll do what they can get away with, and you got some that'll try something just because they want to see if they can. You got some that can get away with something. It's like some folks that say, "Oh, I can run that red light. I run red lights all the time. I don't get pulled over." Then it'd be just your luck that you decide you're gonna do that today, and you get pulled over on the first red light you ran. But it's like, now somebody, a Ten of Swords with this Seven of Swords, like somebody done got caught up, and it may have been some dishonesty, some deception, here, that somebody ended up getting caught up in. And it's really because this person, was being reckless. You know what I'm saying? Like they were being cocky about a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just feeling like because I got it like that, or I'm like this, or I'm working with something, or I got this, I got that kind of, that I can do this. And it's like somebody, pay attention to your angel numbers, because I feel like they're trying to, tell you about somebody, that's like being, you know what I'm saying, like stay focused on what's right in front of you. I feel like, somebody as a healer with this Queen of Pentacles, I feel like somebody, is in a tower, because they may be possibly going through a dark night of the soul, or they could be going through a spiritual awakening, but they being made aware with the judgment. It could be a Libra, but somebody, could want to be forgiven for, something that they feel like, may have caused some type of ending. What's this Knight of Wands in reverse about? Yeah, Five of Swords. Child. Like the 21st or the 28th. Aquarius, somebody, birthday could be January 21st, 24th or 28th or something like that. But this is somebody that, is looking at how a lot of dishonesty, like some type of intimidation or some type of silent competition somebody may have been in, but I feel like somebody coming with that. But you'll be able to know, what is this? Clarify this Five of Swords, messages for Aries. Clarify the Five of Swords. What is this conflict balance about? What's the Five of Swords? Yeah. It's like somebody could be wanting to come towards you. Queen of Wands, Emperor. This Emperor, being in Aries, there's a like whoever this is that you find to be so attractive, or because you are who you are and your person is who they are, it's like somebody's, Emperor finds a Queen of Wands to be very attractive. This is somebody, it's a father figure, could be, your kid's dad or someone's kid's dad. They could be a father figure. They could be somebody that reminds you of a father figure. Or they could be a stepdad or something like that. They, just could have that authoritative figure, energy about them, that title. But I feel like they carry that kind of weight. Like somebody, could be, they could have a job, as some type of authority figure, or they just have, strong leadership role qualities or whatever. But it's like, pay attention to your angel numbers, because I feel like, because there's someone, Aries, that knows you still care about someone, makes this person even more jealous of this person, whoever this Queen of Wands is, or whoever this Emperor is. All right, so somebody, could be upset with the fact that, somebody ended something because of them being sneaky and deceptive, and trying to be in a silent competition, or trying to compete, or trying to intimidate another person with this cockiness and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody closed their heart off to them. You know what I'm saying? Or their heart chakra is closed. So pay attention to your angel numbers, because it could be, warning you of somebody coming towards you. Especially if somebody rejecting their offer, like they not, accepting this person's cup. With this Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. But there's an Emperor and there's a Queen of Wands, that Aries energy. That pay attention to your angel numbers, because when it comes to the things that your ancestors and your guides, your angels, your angelic angels is trying to communicate to you, is you being made aware. All right. So when it comes to what it is that they want you to see, they want you to be prepared. Somebody being dishonest, like somebody, I don't know if they trying to what's this Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords about? What's the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords? Nine of Cups in reverse. Like somebody, feel like a failure. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, is seeing now how something that they did too much. You know what I'm saying? They overly indulged in things that, went too far. They went too, to a point of something. Like somebody did something so much that, it ended up bringing an ending. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody feel like, whatever success they thought they were going to get out of doing something, or whatever they thought they were going to accomplish, like didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Nine of Cups in reverse. And you got the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So whatever it was moving, it shattered whatever dream or illusion they had created for themselves, and thinking this is the way to go. This is how I'm going to, get to where I'm going. Like, no. Like, somebody didn't get that, and shit moving slow. So it's like either something came to an ending, like a marriage, somebody ended up in a divorce, or something like that, and they having to reevaluate, like prioritize based on this loss, because something may have had to run its course. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody may have had to end something at a time, or something ended at a time when somebody needed to see the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Okay. So if somebody married for money, or if they felt like having all these options of being an opportunist was something that was going to get them quicker to where they to their goal, that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's just off that Five of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Like somebody feel like they didn't accomplish whatever, all this deception and all this lies and dishonesty that somebody ended up, all the lies they told, all the trickery, all the fuckery, like it didn't get them nowhere. Now they feel like a failure. You know what I'm saying? And somebody, still jealous and, you know what I'm saying, over you. Knowing I still care makes her even more jealous of you. Clarify. Knowing I still care. This is just for Aries. Knowing I still care makes her even more jealous of you. Clarify. Queen of Pentacles, a healer. Got the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. No, in the upright. I'm sorry. I was holding it that way. But yeah, Three of Wands in the upright. So, could be dealing with an earth sign. Somebody could have fire in their chart. But somebody want to come in and they want to make a decision. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody may have, they learned a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was a lesson to another person. Somebody else was a blessing. And then somebody else was a lesson. Because I feel like, there was a lesson to be learned in a situation. And this person may not have been able to give you an offer. They could be a soulmate. They wasn't able to give you an offer. Or somebody was, dealing with something on their end that needed to close out. And it may have needed to end, the way it did. Because this person needed to see, that version of somebody. Somebody was like wearing a mask. But they see you as, a healer. Could be a healer. But they see you as somebody that, like, wear many hats. You know what I'm saying? You're very talented, very creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could multitask. Could be working, from home. You could be a homemaker. You could be a counselor, a therapist. But you're a great listener. There's there's nothing that you can't, you know, make a way out of. Like you make a way out of no way. Yeah, you could be an air sign, you could be a water sign with earth in your chart, or air sign with earth in your chart, or you could be dealing with an earth sign. Knows I still care makes her even more jealous of you. Messages for Aries. Knowing I still care makes her even more jealous of you. I have 5 messages for Aries. Yeah. 5 of Wands in reverse. Leo energy. Somebody wants to compromise. Come to some type of peaceful solution. You want to bring some type of peace. Somebody wants to avoid conflict. You know, find some type of solution to, you know, whatever, you know, may have come, you know, between you and this person. Like they, no matter what, you know, them transpired or, you know, who they tried to move on to, may have, you know, tried to move on to someone, but, you know, in the back of their mind, whoever they moved on to, in the back of that person's mind, they know that that person still cares about you. They still do this. They still feel this way. Knowing I still care makes her even more jealous of you. Okay, so you got the 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Magician. And you could have walked away from this person, but I feel like when it comes down to, you know, how somebody genuinely feels, they moved on to somebody else. But, you know, you see this all the time. It ain't just, you know, in tarot. But, we see it, you know, quite a bit, you know, when people try to move on and their heart is still, you know, in another place. You know what I'm saying? They always have a place. Like Aries, I don't know if this is you or this is, you know, somebody you are thinking of, but they feel like you always have a place in their heart, and whoever they with knows that. And that makes them even more jealous of you. That makes them, you know, they hate that this person even met you before they met you. Before they met them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody, whoever this jealous person is, show me who this jealous person is. Like, whoever this jealous person is, child, they wish they had met this Aries, or this Aries that they had met somebody before, or stood their ground, or stood up for somebody while they had them. You know what I'm saying? And they missing them now, but they don't have them anymore. But the person that's jealous, they feel as though they should have met this person before somebody else did. They wouldn't have to deal with this. But it's like somebody, you know, they want to be recognized this way. Like somebody want to be looked at this way. They don't want to be the one looking at another person this way. Show me this jealous person. Who is this that's jealous of the collective? Queen of Swords in reverse. Could be a Virgo, could be a Libra, or a Libra could be dealing with a Virgo or something like that. But they third eye block, this is somebody that's careless. You know what I'm saying? Overly critical of others. You know what I'm saying? This is why this person jealous of you. Queen of Swords in reverse. They don't have no boundaries. You know what I'm saying? They don't communicate very well at all. Like, this is somebody that, you know, is very negative. Damn near all the time, compared to a Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, like somebody ain't got too many kind things to say, and not somebody, you know, looking at how they feel like, you know, if they don't double back and work on something, they would hate to see how something end, and it, you know, and they end up regretting it for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody now in a lot of regret for staying in a bad situation. 8 of Cups in reverse. Because this person, they can't work with them. They, you know, it's not their person. With the Lovers in reverse. And it's like they put you in a third party to where now, you know, they got to make a difficult decision because they don't know if you still want something with them, but they want to, you know, go on this journey with you. You know what I'm saying? If they don't know. They don't know if you still want that. Clarify soulmate messages for Aries. Show me this soulmate. Clarify soulmate. Got the Devil. What's this devil? Clarify soulmate. What's the devil with the soulmate? Clarify soulmate. This devil out here. Messages for Aries. What's soulmate with this devil? Got the Fool and the Tower at the bottom of the deck. What's the devil with the Fool? Got the Lovers. And somebody know they got some addictions. Like somebody know they got some bad habits. You know what I'm saying, Aries? Like somebody know, well, this is you. But somebody know they got some bad habits. You know what I'm saying? Could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Don't have to be, but somebody know they got some. They know it's some, some toxicity, you know what I'm saying, that, they may come with or something like that, or they know there's going to be, some negativity, you know what I'm saying, and some dark energy, behind them going on this journey, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to this soulmate. It's like somebody being aware of what they facing with, what they being faced with. Like they knew, they had some toxicity. You know what I'm saying? They had some things that they needed to clear out their energy and they needed to take accountability for it. And they were bound to some of them things that they may have been using as a way to like deal with, a loss or allowing certain activity and people, the environment they in to, be something that they call themselves like settling for, feeling like they stuck in that situation. Like, I got this and that going on, or I'm like this or like that, and I did this, so you might as well just stay here, and let them go on this journey. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like at the same time, like somebody do realize that they, know that this devil energy, these addictions that other people have or that they knew they had, it's like somebody is aware of them. They aware of, whether they have them or whether they know they just present. You know what I'm saying? They know it's not something that is going to go away. Even if you do go on your spiritual journey, like you still going to come across, these people from your past. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like, somebody also like somebody knew they can't, that devil energy is not something that somebody gonna be able to move forward with. Like they got to get that under control, and I feel like something was controlling another person at the time. Clarify the devil. Give me some more on this devil. Like somebody want to go on this journey, like they don't, they aware of like what they need to work on and things like that. Because the Chariot did show up at the bottom of the deck, but I feel like they aware of what they need to work on, what they need to release, and what they need to walk away from, and what some of these reasons are the root of the problem. Like somebody knows the way they think, came from something. It's a reason for that. Clarify the devil. Give me some more on this devil. Especially if they know they were dealing with somebody that was in this dark energy. Because you got somebody that's in some dark energy, you got somebody else that, that want to take this leap of faith, you know what I'm saying? And they going to take a chance on, exploring what it is that they feel like that new path or that new journey, is and what that comes with, and but it's like somebody had to release, or take accountability for this devil out here. Clarify the devil. Yeah, Two of Cups in reverse. Cancer energy. See, somebody knew that this, whatever they were involved with, or like the energy they carried at some point, like somebody was in like a lot of, unstable connections. Like something had like a disharmony or a separation, but it's like somebody had to realize exactly why, this dark energy, what I'm saying, was relevant. Like them not, or them feeling like, oh, I'm stuck, I'm bound to whatever this is. Being in some bad connections, what I'm saying, or a separation, is like somebody having disagreements, you know what I'm saying, like bumping heads and shit like that. So when they come to whatever they know that they issues were, you know what I'm saying, they knew it was not gonna be something that they can just ignore if they take that leap of faith. Like that was the thing that was keeping them from taking a leap of faith, was them feeling like somebody may have felt like, I'm gonna go through this again. If somebody, went on their journey and left another person behind, like they soulmate behind, it's because somebody knew that negative energy was something that they knew was not going to be welcomed on that journey. You know what I'm saying? Because there were too many disagreements. There were too much. It was like an unstable connection, that was, standing in the gap. Like something was going on that was very unstable. What's the devil with the Two of Cups in reverse? Yeah. See, somebody was ending something, possibly like a marriage, or they could have been going through a divorce, or taking back their offer. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like walking away from whatever it was that they, at one time was committed to or got involved with. You know what I'm saying? Instead of Aries, but with this devil and this Two of Cups in reverse, it's like whatever they were going through with this disagreement, like unhealthy relationships or whatever, whether it was with, them having, this negative energy, this devil energy that they may have been feeding like a monster. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody may have, had addictions that was causing a lot of disagreement, disharmony, in the connection. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it made things that they were, needing to take action on move slow. Or they were using this as a way to like cope or something like that. But it's like something moving at a slow pace, but it's like even postponements is an issue. It's like somebody may have had to go through a divorce, or they may have had, to go with the flow or something until, they had, kid able to move right away and go do something. You know what I'm saying? And something they may have been bound to, some negative energy and an atmosphere and people, all the above, that made things that they were indulging in even worse. You know what I'm saying? Like if they had secrets, they had, some things that they kind of, was sticking around to keep from coming out, or not, feeling like if I don't say something, or if I make a move, this person gonna tell my business, or this person, gonna try to put me out there as some bad person, bad dad, terrible husband, or something like that, because I walked away. So it's like them knowing they got things they need to work on and possibly change, that is making, or making any offer they gave you, you ain't gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Like something was not, it was a no go. Like if they rejected your offer or something like that, it's because this person had like some toxicity. They had some things they needed to change. You know what I'm saying? And things they may have been doing it at a slow pace. They may have been taking their time, or kept putting something off and not coming in, to rectify a situation or even get their shit together with the Eight of Wands in the reverse. But it's like now, somebody had to learn some lessons. I'm telling you, they had to learn some lessons. Like somebody really had to um something had to run its course. You know what I'm saying? In order for somebody to be able move forward at a pace where they, can see some type of progress. Whatever they were working on or trying to avoid, working on or denying that they got an issue, or trying to, make it, put it off on somebody else, like that ain't me, that's them. You know what I'm saying? They got this and that going on. It was the fact that somebody, was in this devil like energy. You know what I'm saying? Like they were not taking accountability, no responsibility whatsoever. But that could have made things move very slow, for you, Aries. So a lot of the stuff that, your soul may have had going on, was something that they needed to clear out. And that's why, a offer, or the offer that they may have gave to someone else, or the offer that you gave them, they rejected or something like that, or somebody ended up, taking back an offer, or, walking away, divorcing someone, when it came to how they started seeing things with the Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Especially if somebody went back, returned to the past, Six of Swords, when it came to somebody, that they felt like they can manipulate, they can, I know this person, they know me, so I know they'll let me do this and I can do, get away with that. I still got this going on, so let me get back over here with this married person, or let me go back over here with this, so-and-so, they getting a divorce, so let me go back this way. And it's like somebody knew that they ain't have to give somebody some type of commitment. That's where they went, you know what I'm saying? Because it was easier to backpedal and deal with somebody that they didn't have to do much, they didn't have to do much changing to deal with. When it came to being with an Empress, a Queen of Pentacles, like you gotta have you gotta have your shit together. They got expectations. What's the overall outcome for this for Aries? What's the overall outcome in this situation moving forward for Aries? What's the overall outcome? The actions moving forward in the future for Aries in this situation. What's the overall action moving forward? What's the overall action moving forward for Aries? Like somebody having some nostalgia, like in their thoughts, in their memories. What's their actions moving forward in 3 cards? What's this person's actions moving forward for Aries? What are their future actions moving forward with Aries? Got the Queen of Cups in reverse. The overall energy moving forward for Aries in this situation. Give me one more card. Messages for Aries moving forward in this situation. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles with the 2 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So somebody, having, some nostalgia, like, thinking about things or looking back, you know what I'm saying? I feel like whatever somebody's memories are that they thinking about, like somebody thinking about, how they caused like some unnecessary drama. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, made like somebody exhiberated. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but like somebody came off as like a Queen of Cups in reverse. Like somebody, thinking about how they made someone like a Queen of Cups, insecure. Like how they, looked at them, or how somebody, was like somebody got some insecurities, right? But whatever it is, it's like, somebody not wanting to admit, you know what I'm saying, that they had some codependency issues. And this Queen of Cups in reverse could be a masculine as well. Don't have to be a feminine. But by them being in their feelings and being in their emotions, right now when it comes to the memories that they having, the good times, now that their heart chakra is activated, it's like somebody's third eye was blocked at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like the memories they having. But at the time, they may have been dealing with the fact, or you may have been dealing with the fact that, your third eye may not have been activated, or theirs was not activated. Aries, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But somebody, had some codependency issues, or they could have been dealing with just the fact that they didn't feel secure, with their emotions at the time. Like somebody they may have had some insecurities when it came to how they saw themselves, especially when it came to unnecessary drama. Because even with the Queen of Cups in the upright, this is about, a divine feminine that's, got a lot of compassion. You know what I'm saying? Very nurturing, very kind, possibly an empath. But, in reverse, this is somebody that's not, operating out of their energy, their full potential. You know what I'm saying? So it can cause a lot of insecurities, especially with somebody that may be projecting their insecurities onto another person because they don't want to, admit the truth about something, or they, afraid of being vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing that, dealing with insecurities can, be linked to, somebody, not wanting to be vulnerable. Like they're afraid of, opening themselves up and being an open book. You know what I'm saying? But with this Ten of Pentacles, it's like, somebody see, a strong, sturdy foundation with you. You know what I'm saying? But they may have, came off for like not like they didn't care or something like that. Or like projecting their insecurities onto you, like, saying you insecure, saying, or making you feel as though you codependent, like, you know what I'm saying, like you getting your feelings too much, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. It's something like that, like clarify the Queen of Cups in reverse. You got the Ten of Cups in reverse. So somebody felt like, moving forward, like somebody, didn't feel as though like maybe you didn't want this, or you felt like, the memories that somebody having, is, or like, them revisiting the past, or like looking back on things. It's like, someone knowing that these insecurities that they hold, this codependency and stuff like this, is the reason why someone, was going through this unhealthy connection, or like had this turn out the way they have, like for somebody to be jealous of them. No matter, they always gonna care about this person, but I feel like they always gonna care about you, or this is you always caring about somebody. Somebody always gonna care about you regardless. They know you still, that somebody still cares, and it's gonna keep somebody jealous over the fact that, things between them is not gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody knows, as long as they keep thinking about you and they got something to compare it to now, they know that this person, yeah. Like if they dealing with somebody dealing with somebody codependent, like they could have kids with this person, or a kid, or somebody is just, thinking back on like, the good times or whatever. And it's like somebody could have felt like, they, were dealing with someone, they moved on to someone with these memories, and possibly, ended up in a unhealthy connection, but, they could have got a home with this person, or somebody just looking at the fact that, they see you as like a strong foundation, a family, they see a family, a home, a strong foundation with you, a stability. Like somebody sees that, with you. They still imagine that with you. And at the bottom of the deck, you had the Two of Pentacles. So it's like, somebody could be, prioritizing or like balancing things out. They could have been, juggling their income and things like that now, to figure out like what they want to do, or how they, want to come off. But, what direction they want to put, their energy, or what they want to invest into. But I feel like they don't know if you still want that with them, Aries. So, yeah. Especially if they, see that you or if they see that they, were dealing with the fact that they were, insecure. They had some insecurities or something like that. They may have had some codependency issues, like emotionally codependent, and that may not have been something, that they were able to, get, with a Queen of Cups, or they was not able to um give that back to themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like, and something may have been more triggering than anything. It's like, especially if they dealt with somebody that had a lot of their ways and stuff like that, like something was familiar for them to go back to, but they could have possibly went through a divorce, like I said, like, so. Yeah. I'm sorry for the pause, y'all. I'm just looking at these cards. Yeah, now that somebody see like that their heart chakra is open, and they still, they still care, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to these memories they have, and they feel like, whoever this person is, they know moving forward, this person still, their heart's still open to you, even though they know they may be dealing with somebody that's a Queen of Cups in reverse, that, they may be having some disputes, some, a dysfunctional family, with this person now, but somebody knows that they see you as somebody that they can have a happy home with stability with, you know what I'm saying? They can have, you know, that knows how to balance, work and home and things like that. They see you as somebody long term success. What are their actions though moving forward with Aries? What are their actions though moving forward in this situation? Messages for Aries. What are their actions though when it comes to this Ten of Pentacles? What are their actions? You got the Star. And somebody, still finds you attractive. They could be being led, like they could be being guided as well. So they need to pay attention to their angel numbers. You know what I'm saying? Or this is you. You got the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. And somebody wants some forgiveness with his Five of Cups in reverse. Right behind the Emperor. Because they weren't, able to be vulnerable with you. I'm telling you, they not even accepting any offers from anybody. Well, they see that you not, but they not accepting any offers from anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's your Emperor. Like they being guided. So they need to pay attention to their angel numbers, or you need to pay attention to your angel numbers. Because this Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. All right? But I'm going to end it here, you guys. Hopefully the message resonates with you, Aries, in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like this person, I feel like they're walking away from this Queen of Cups, and it may be a slow, thing that's going on. Like something could be ending slow with this Eight of Wands in reverse. Like this marriage or this, this family or this dynamic that they in. It may be something that's coming to a slow, it's like a slow burn, a slow end. So just they having to just go with the flow of stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? But they being guided, you know, to do what they doing. You know what I'm saying? They got being guided towards you. So it may be a slow burn, but trust the process. All right, Aries. But I'm gonna end it here. Hopefully the message resonates with you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, Aries. And as always, even if you're cross watching, again, this could be a high vibrational, low vibrational. But definitely hit that like, that subscribe button on your way out. And as always, those of you that genuinely love me, know that I love you too. Mwah. Bye.